I am of the earth.
My feet stay on the ground.
Oh, I see. Okay, so everybody's got their supplies and whatnot, and eventually, over time, all of the vultures and the hippogriffs get settled down. Finally, even though they do get a little riled up once Donk starts, you know, basically getting a saddle out. They're getting a little excited, like they're going to get to go, like they're going to
Maybe
get
I'll
to go
sing them
fly
a
or something.
Goliath lullaby. That'll calm them down.
A Goliath lullaby, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Blanc, blanc, blanc. It goes just like that. They love it.
I would imagine so.
Well, let's follow this girl on out. Maybe there's there's a kitchen somewhere where we can.
Sabra, what is the purpose of your group? What do you do out here?
What is the purpose? We just explore and tend to the castle here. It is our castle, but it is the spire, and we just tend to the spire.
That doesn't sound so fun to Donk.
We're an enthusiastic group of flyers. So there's really not a lot of other places that we can go and hone our skills and practice our talents. So this is another perfect place for the spire.
How do you become a flyer? Are you born here to be a flyer, or can anyone train to be a flyer?
Usually the riders are from one of the larger cities, Donk. They're usually from Waterdeep or Neverwinter or Baldur's Gate.
I was in Baldur's Gate.
Plus we do a lot of big game hunting also. We've been known to slay a few dragons in our time.
Wow. Fancy.
For your own purposes, or to protect others, or?
Well, for honor and duty, of course.
Oh, you said duty.
Duty to the Sword Coast, duty to the realm. Not all dragons are evil monstrosities. Fiery Pizza, thank you very much for the follow also. Appreciate it.
I
Sounds
do a
like you have a
perception
very
check.
noble cause.
You want to do an insight check, Kel?
Yeah.
Sure, give me an insight check.
I can't wait to see Sasha try to ride this thing.
Don't forget, it's 45d6 when you fall.
That'll be 20d6, yeah. Yeah, with your insight check, Kel, you can definitely tell that she is being genuine in some things, but you can actually kind of tell that she's holding some things back also. Just by the way she's talking and speaking to you. You just sense that there's more to what she's saying, probably because she really doesn't know you all that well yet. So does everyone have the gear that they need? She takes the little bit of money from Sasha.
I point to my loincloth and I say, Donk, good to go.
So will you be staying with us here at the Spire for the night, or are you going to be...
I will.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Certainly, we would like to if we're welcome.
No, I am inviting you, so absolutely.
Yay!
Okay, so you guys are back up to the other level. Did you guys close the ground level? And you guys did. Let me share it with you guys. You guys are back to the ground level again, and you're here in the stairwell. And basically, she'll take you up to another level, and she'll get everybody basically acclimated into like a room tonight.
Okay. We'll just keep following her up these stairs. All this climbing's making me hungry.
Well, you do have half a rabbit.
Oh, that's right. I don't even need to cook it.
So she takes you up 2 more flights. All right, you guys, travel up 2 more flights of around the spire, and you get to this area here. I'm gonna
I'll
share it to
roleplay
you.
Sasha's character for you, Dave.
Oh, that would be unbelievable if you could do that, Worm.
She sleeps with the dwarf.
But not before stealing everything out of his wallet.
So as Savra has led you up a couple more flights to the 3rd level of the tower, she tells you that she'll give you some sleeping quarters for the night, and I'll go ahead and I'll reveal this for you. All right, so 2 of you get one chamber, 2 get another, and these are basically other knights and guest chambers, and so they're a little light on the knights. They're expecting more knights coming in the next couple days or so it won't hurt for you to take their chambers. So,
Or is there a big bed in this chamber?
just a normal sized bed. The chambers, each chamber is kind of partitioned in the middle, and each one of these chambers has 2 beds. There's a fireplace, there's 2 standing closets, 2 chests, and tapestries covering the walls and whatnot. So yeah, they're definitely homely. A little desk, chairs, footstools, all kinds of stuff.
So Donk just starts his regular routine whenever he goes into a new chamber, and he slides the beds close to each other so it can support his girth, and then I just fall back onto the beds. Oh, comfy.
Yeah, you hit your head.
Down with Donk.
You hit the. It looks like Donk, you, and Sasha are in the other room.
Sasha, what's it mean if there's a bandana on the doorknob?
I'm sure.
Come in. I can't remember what your.
Yeah, you can stay in any of the other rooms, Raz.
I'm too scared to share a room with Sasha. I don't know who else is going to be in there.
Hey.
You can stay with Theo.
Theo Krogfest! I'll talk like this the entire night long.
He'll sing me to sleep.
Harg!
Oh, the night you said my wife was fat, I knocked you down and shit in your hat.
Oh my god.
That's a Dwarven top 10.
Sarver says you can go ahead and put your things here. Feel free to use the standing closets, use the chest if you need to lock anything up. There's a key sticking out of the chest, and just bring the key with you if you have any belongings you want locked up, and you meet me back down on the 1st floor, and I'll kind of show you around the tower. Or if you'd like to meet Thurl, you're more than welcome to meet Thurl. But as
Thurl,
Thurl, he is the leader of the spire. He is the one who controls everything here at the tower. His
I will
name
go
is
meet him.
Thurl Maraska. All right. His name is Thurl. He's a nice gentleman. So Savra backs out. She goes back down. She goes back. She closes each one of your doors, and says you've got about meet me downstairs in about 5 minutes. And then she tells you, Sasha, to get your riding gear and report down to the stables and get that test flight in. And also, Theo, you are an experienced rider as well.
Sure.
So as soon as she leaves, I go over and bang on Theo's door.
Okay.
Aye, what do you want?
I think we're screwed, mate. Neither one of us can fly these damn things. How are we going to get out of this?
As soon as she said, I think we're screwed, I've already started to undo my pants.
What did I tell you about my standards, Theo? Come on.
Oh, screwed, as in flying. I totally thought you sent something else, Prince.
You don't have enough money for the other part. Yeah, so what's our game plan here, Theo?
I'm just going to give it the old dwarven try.
Old dwarven try might end up with you being a stain on the ravine floor.
Well, you know what they say. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I say, we just take this damn place over. What do you think?
No.
Theo?
No.
Do not rain on my parade. Theo?
I am a goddamn tempest on your parade.
There is a money to be had here, Theo.
Light and
there's a
passion.
hippogriff
What's
to be
up,
had
light and
for
passion?
me.
Yes, we could have them all. You picking up what I'm putting down here, Theo? Come on, work with me. Work with me.
Nope.
About a minute has gone by since Savra has left.
Theo, what's it gonna take?
I walk away.
Sleep with you.
No, you had your chance, lass. That ship has sailed. As I walk away, I'm gonna slap
It's a
my ass
one-time offer. It will never be repeated.
until you need something else from me.
You turn me down here, then we are done. I will not have your bag.
I'm already headed downstairs.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Raz, Kel, what about you two?
I'm
Kind
heading
of want
down.
to search the rest of, keep going up this spiral staircase, kind of see what else is up and around here.
Sure. There's a. You want to go up the one more flight of stairs?
Yeah.
All right. As you go up another flight, there is. Let's see. One second. Let me open it. Basically, there's a door, and there's a little window in the door, and when you're kind of jumping up trying to see what's out that window, but it's just a little bit too high for you. But you can see the sky. I mean, it's not like it's another room. You can see the beautiful sky outside. But you're jumping up trying to look out the window and you just can't
Yeah.
do it because of your height.
So is this the top floor, or is there any more up?
Could be like a, and it could be the top of the tower. Maybe it opens up into maybe a garden on the top of the tower. Maybe the pinnacle, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to try and go through the door. You said there was a door.
Sure. You open up the door, and you see Savra standing out on the pinnacle, and you see a very heavily armored man out there also. Several guards, several more hippogriffs, and vultures out as well. And I'll give you a map. And as this happens, as you walk outside, Savra says, "Oh, we were supposed to meet downstairs."
Oh, I'm
Mrs.
sorry.
Rose.
I just wanted to check out what else was around here.
Oh,
Sorry
well,
if I interrupted something.
no problem. That's why we were meeting downstairs. I was going to give you the tour then, but seeing that you're up here, please, if you'd like to go get the others, we'll save the tour for later.
Okay, so I go back down the stairs.
I know you halflings are curious people, so yeah, go get your companions, and I'll introduce
What's that
you
supposed to mean?
Thurl.
You racist?
I don't think you're there. I don't think you heard that. All right, so you're going back down to get everyone, or?
Yeah, go back downstairs and tell them that Sovereign's upstairs waiting for us to talk. We can meet upstairs at the top floor of the
Yeah, I got
Well,
busted snooping around, and
So I walked into something, and there was Sovereign with a whole bunch of other guys, and I didn't know what to do.
Just so you know it, when you come into the room with Donk, I've slid the two beds together, and I've taken out that rabbit, and I've like ripped it all into pieces, and there's blood and little rabbit chunks everywhere, and I've just been chowing it, and there's like blood and crunchies all over on. When you come into the room and you look at me, I just offer you a little chunk of rabbit. You want cold rabbit?
No thanks, Donk. I kind of just look at him like it's nothing different that I've seen him before, and it's just natural now.
love it.
Delicious.
I just ate. Thanks, though.
Theo and Sasha, I guess they had already went downstairs to do their test.
Yeah, so Raz comes down and gets you. Says that Savra is waiting for you up at the top of the tower.
But
thank
we were
God.
pulled down here. Do you
Shut
know
up,
how
Theo.
long it takes for my short dwarven stubby legs to climb up and down stairs? This is bullshit.
Quiet, dwarf.
Donk rides in the elevator. Dumb dwarf.
So I guess you guys head up to the
Yeah.
head up to the top of the tower. Okay. So as you guys
It's like
climb
to the
up
top,
the-
I'm huffing and puffing.
Yeah, you are. You're ready for a pipe outside already. So as you get to as the stairs terminate and you walk through the door there, this is a beautiful, you come out and there's a very nice breeze, not too strong, not like a breeze that's going to blow you off, but you can hear the wind kind of whistling up here. And, as you come into this beautifully, grassed area, this is sort of like this is definitely the pinnacle of the tower. This is the top of the tower, and you can see that the small lawn up here is nice and lush and green, and you can see that there are 4 paths that are paved with white stone that are pointing out of each direction of the tower, sort of looks like a compass. And at the edge there is of each one of these stones that are pointing out, there is basically like a spyglass on a tripod pointed downwards. And from this vantage point on top of the Feathergale spire, I mean, this is a beautiful sight. And you can see the other vulture, the other riders and the vultures, running around and whatnot.
Now, when you say running around, do you mean
Well,
they're
flying
running
around, yeah, running
Okay,
around,
so
flying
now-
around, yeah.
Now we're kind of like we're the same height they are. Are they kind of like circling this thing, or are they in the distance? Or I'm wondering, are they coming in for like landings, and this is like a
No.
launch place, or are they
There
just-
there are 2 giant vultures up here that you can see on the eastern side of the tower, and they basically have their riders with them, and they're tending to them, and as they see you guys emerge, the vultures get a little antsy, but their riders are able to calm them down.
Hey, I still might have a little bit of that rabbit left. I could throw to one of those vultures. So I'm gonna get close to one of the vultures with the rabbit, with the rider next to him, trying to calm him down. I'm gonna say, "Can I feed your bird?"
I wouldn't try it, sir. My companion doesn't know you. I wouldn't stick your hand out.
I'll throw the chicken to it. I'll throw the bunny to the bird. Will he catch it?
I'm sure you probably would, yes.
Are you gonna make him roll to catch it, Dave?
No. You
All right,
stand back.
I'm
Well-
gonna take a little bit of a distance. I'll take the little tiniest bit. Now I've eaten probably most of the meat off of this bunny, but there's enough bone and a little bit of fur that I couldn't get down all of it with. I'll kind of ball
Toad
it
nut,
up,
thank you,
and
man.
then I'll rock it back, and then throw it up.
Thumbles, thank you very much for the follow, Thumbles. Jam Crazy and Megaton, thank you guys. So just as you go to launch the haunch of rabbits out of your hand, the vulture barely barely. You barely get your hand away. You can feel the force of the head coming over and snapping and grabbing that from you. But you damn near almost got your hand taken off by a giant vulture.
Nice birdie.
And and
Nice.
the rider looks over at you and says, I told you I probably wouldn't do that.
That's
So-
a nice bird.
Yeah, so you can see Savra on the northern end of the tower with a gentleman. His name is she had told you that his name is Thurl.
So I'm gonna walk up to Thurl, and what's he dressed like? Is he dressed in more noble clothes than, say, everybody else around here? Or is he
He's
also like a
dressed
like a
the
fighter?
same, pretty much.
So I get up close to Thurl, and I just kind of look down at him, and I said, Thurl, my name's Donk. I've come to help fight your Manicore.
So Savra has told me that you're here to become a part of the knight's quest. If the alarm arises, we have a couple. We are short several of our knights here at the spire for the next couple days. We are missing about a dozen of our knights.
Where is
So
everybody?
we are gathering. We're not supposed to be officially gathered yet. This is not an organization that is here year round. We rotate, but on several times throughout the year we all do gather, and this is one part of the year where all of the knights from around the Sword Coast and the lands of Faerun gather, and we go on our hunts and take care of business that needs to be taken care of. And
Donk will hunt
welcome to
Manticore
Feathergale
with you.
Spire.
Nice
well-
to be here.
Well, I heard that there are two riders in the presence, and we are short several of our our normal riders. So who are the riders? And Savra points over towards Sasha and Theo and introduces you two to Thurl Maraska, and he introduces himself as Thurl Maraska.
I say, oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to joining the festivities. I said, however, while I am a fairly skilled rider, my dwarven comrade over here, I mean, I might as well be a squire to his knight. I mean, he's a master rider, and I'm sure he would be very impressive today.
You're talking about Theo?
Yeah, she's telling Theo. She's gonna get him to ride first.
Well, Thurl goes into discussing how, he is he was once a griffin rider of Waterdeep, and you guys all know who, you're from the Sword Coast. You all know that the griffin riders of Waterdeep are a very elite company. So, what is everybody else doing? Kel and Raz and Donk. Well, I'm not going to ask Donk what he's doing, but Theo, what are you three doing?
I'm going to ask the riders for pointers on how to ride these things.
Pointers. We thought that you were an experienced griffin rider. Are you not? Or
There's always needs for more pointers. You know these hippogriffs.
Absolutely. So, have you ever flown a hippogriff? One of the riders says to you. Actually, Thurl, he says, "Have you really flown a hippogriff, or are you just telling me that you're a rider? If you want to participate, you can ride with one of the other riders, Mr. Dwarf."
No, none of that. I have like 4 hours, without the pilot, under my wings, as it were.
Oh, don't pay no mind to him. He's just being modest. He's a master rider. Please, please,
I
Sir
glare at
Dwarf.
Sasha.
I don't recognize you. Well, what is your name? You said Theo? Usually all of the great Griffin riders of the realm were in the Griffin riders of. They were all Griffin riders of Waterdeep, and I never saw you there. I know that you weren't a Griffin rider of Waterdeep. Are you? He looks over towards you, Sasha. Are you an apprentice of Theo here?
Why, yes, I am. I am. I have to admit humbly that his skill is somewhat better than my own. Although I do feel confident in my Griffin riding, but Theo here is tremendous.
Oh well, that's good. And here comes one of the other riders that is not here at the spire. Here comes his griffin now. So one of the griffins lands on top of the spire, and Thurl says, "Sasha and Theo, I'm sure you would love to give your apprentice a lesson. So why don't you two jump on this griffin and
both
take
of
it
them on
for
the
a
same griffin?
take it for a spin? Absolutely."
Oh my god, that is just. At least if you guys would have been one at a time, there would have been a hope for one person surviving.
I am his apprentice. Well, kind of a graduated apprentice, if you so to speak. I would actually prefer to ride my own if that's possible, but I would.
Oh, absolutely,
certainly
and
out of
he
respect
whistles.
to my betters.
And he
let
whistles,
him
yeah,
go
absolutely,
first.
yeah, sure. So Thurl comes over to the edge of the tower, and he whistles a very loud whistle. And after about 10 or 20 seconds, you can see that there is another one of these griffins that is basically flying from below the tower and doing a couple paths, and then eventually lands on the pinnacle also.
So Donk says, Sasha, what's easier to ride? Hippogriff or vulture? What's your favorite?
The cock, obviously.
Excuse me, Sir Dwarf. Out of respect to my betters, I have to insist that you go first.
Animal handling.
All right, so there's two hippogriffs over on the western side of the pinnacle. You know, as I was saying, there are these. You know, this is a beautiful grass area, 4 paths going out to these concrete and marble walkways, each on the end of each one of these walkways that is facing the cardinal directions. There are these tripods that have these looking glasses. Really nice up here. So as Sasha and Theo go over to the 2 hippogriffs that are on the western side, explain to me what you're going to do as you're coming up to these hippogriffs. And they do have their saddles on. They have all of the riding equipment that the experts would normally use.
Well, I rolled my animal handling. I'm gonna kind of go up to him and be like, "Shh, shh, shh. That ain't boy or girl. I don't know. You like me, don't you?"
Yeah, the hippogriff gets down, sort of like goes into a nesting position to where it lowers itself to where you can actually start to climb onto the saddle and the bride, and has bit the saddle, the bride, everything on there, and it's a little restless though as you're kind of talking to it. You can see that its big eye, almost as big as your head, kind of looks at you and just kind of slants his eye at you, sort of. It's like, what now are you doing? So, what do? Do you climb onto this beast, or what?
I climb on and I strap myself in.
Okay, so you get in there. There's no straps. I mean, there's the saddle. All right, so you're on. Sasha, what are you doing?
Well, considering that I have no animal handling skill, this is going to be fun.
That would be just a wisdom check.
Shit.
So do you go over to the hippogriff and kind of
yes.
whisper,
I'm
and it's
seriously kind of hoping that it's a male hippogriff. And maybe I might have some